Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. It's Devoid here. I've got a mission. It's a skirmish battle of Deserts of Kharak. I'm using the Khaaneph faction, but I'm decided to try a artifact game, and you have these artifacts, and each map has artifact locations. There's 3 on this one. And each side has an extraction zone, and what you have to do is use a base runner, and your base runners move to the artifacts on the map here, and the base runner captures the artifact over time, and then when you've got it picked up with your base runner, you transport the artifact to your team's extraction zone. But you also have to stop the enemy from extracting artifacts to their extraction zone. So it's a combination of having to defend your base and build up resources and units as normal, while capturing artifacts and retrieving them, while also stopping the enemy retrieving artifacts. Now, how you want to go about that is up to you. You could stop the enemy bringing artifacts back by guarding the extraction zone, or you could try and stop the enemy picking the artifacts up, or both, but it's just how you want to distribute your resources. But we've got an initial clash here for an artifact, and I brought a production cruiser with sand skimmers with me, because base runners don't defend themselves directly. My base runner, because I'm Khaaneph, it can produce a smoke screen and it can build blast drones, so it's really good, my base runner. The coalition base runner can launch drones, but it can place turrets, so that would be very good for artifact retrieval. You could place turrets with this Sobarn or the coalition, and you could place turrets to guard artifacts, and then it would stop the enemy retrieving them and protect your own artifact retrieval efforts. So let's see who gets the artifact first. Someone's got it. Now, I thought I had it, but the enemy has actually got it. Now, he's got a knackered base runner, but I still haven't realised, look, you know, I haven't got an artifact. Now I've realised, but I'm being overwhelmed. So I've got nothing to stop the enemy getting away here. You see, they've got the artifact, and their base runner is in a bad way, but, you know, it's getting away. I've got my production cruisers chasing it, so that's good. And my base runner is in trouble, my own base runner. I'm trying to build a blast drone. I should drop a smoke screen because it will protect it, but here's a blast drone, look. And they've destroyed the base runner and the blast drone, sadly. I should have ordered the blast drone to attack. But here we go, I've caught it, the enemy base runner, with my production cruiser, and 2 sand skimmers are attacking it, so he's not getting away with that. Now I've got a sand skimmer, I've lost one over there. But yeah, he's not getting away with that artifact, look. I've destroyed his base runner, so we're both equal in terms of artifact retrieval, and now it's a question of going back to square one. So as our carriers, see, neither of us had replaced base runners yet. You start with one, every faction starts with a base runner, but now my production cruiser is trying to escape, and I'm trying to save assets as I'm doing it.
Sand skimmer under attack. Full. Course marked and locked in. Mobile logistics support offline.
When the engagement starts with the Khaaneph carrier, I take the power away from mobility support and put it into close combat weaponry. There we go, I've produced another base runner, and I've got 2 base runners now. I'm trying to target artifacts, you know, multiple artifacts at once, 2 or 3 if possible. My production cruiser is still in trouble, he's got 3 on him, but my carrier's doing its best. It's a veteran light attack vehicle, but yeah, my production cruiser's made it. He's alright. That's fine. He'll repair himself. But now, here's this base runner, and he's building a blast drone.
progress. Target zone
And he's got the artifact there.
Course set.
So he can now take it to the retrieval site, but this base runner is under fire from armoured assault.
Adjust. Rally now.
Base runners do have... Oh, there's a blast drone, look.
Detected.
It's under fire from railguns.
Enemy fire. Unit down. Rallying fire. Returning fire.
Sand skimmer construction complete.
Target zone verified.
Couldn't make out a lot of what was going on there. What happened to my first base runner? Yes, my first base runner, look, is retrieving an artifact. This guy's under fire, so it looks like he hasn't got his smoke ability. He's been destroyed. That's a shame. Wasted another base runner. I'm trying to screen this one with sand skimmers and a blast drone,
Destination locked in.
just to protect him.
Charge counterfire.
Give the base runner a clean run at the artifact retrieval site, extraction site.
Force out.
I'm trying to put pressure on different areas of the map just so that I'm distracting enemy resources, you know, as best I can, separating the units as best I can. I mean, it's distracted a fair amount of enemy forces over here, so I'm only being pursued by 3 armoured assault.
Artifact location detected. Rally point acknowledged.
Struggling for resource gathering.
Advance. New coordinates verified. Established.
Our lot is being caught.
Sensors. Relay commit.
Base runner now in service.
Neither side has retrieved an artifact yet.
Sand skimmer now in service.
I'm building a blast drone,
Target location marked.
but I'm having to wait for my smoke wall ability.
Advance out.
He's nearly lost half his health. Yeah, that's bad. These things are killing it. Yeah, it's a shame. I should save the smoke wall ability for when it's needed. Here we go, as a blast drone. What'll happen here?
Unit down.
Killed all of the LAVs. That's nice. Oh no, I couldn't make it.
Sand skimmer
That's a
now in
shame.
service.
That was close to the extraction site, so I'm, you know, getting there. There's an enemy base runner. There we go.
Skimmer now in service.
Hostile railgun
So he's got that artifact.
Have retrieved an
A little
artifact.
piece of technology laying there. I didn't notice that before. The enemy's spread all over with his resource gathering,
Attack.
and I'm under attack.
Sand skimmer destroyed.
But railguns,
Destination locked in.
armoured assault. I haven't researched armoured assault myself.
Destroyed.
I don't think I have anyway. I think I went for railguns first.
Base runner construction complete.
Salvager destroyed. Combat alert. Control carriers under assault. Coordinates
Blast
set.
drone
Got
ready to
another
deploy.
base runner built.
Enemy armor eliminated.
2 base runners built.
Base runner taking hostile fire.
I've got a little blast drone up.
Enemy strike fighter airborne. Command verified.
And some sand skimmers defending
Awaiting orders.
my base. Now the enemy have got aircraft. This is bad because they can target my resource gathering, which is already strained. Look, they are targeting it. I've got 5 resource gathering units on construction credits, so it's not many. I've got 4 now because I've just killed another.
Salvager online.
The enemy's got an artifact and there's nothing I can do to stop them retrieving that one, look. In fact, I was close. I was lucky to stop the other one. I was lucky I sent my production cruiser after it. But on this map, I could easily send a production cruiser around this way when I discover that the enemy have retrieved an artifact. Now, base runners aren't fast. Some are faster than others, I believe, but they're not fast. So I could send a production cruiser around and a load of sand skimmers and destroy them that way. But yeah, the enemy's got the first artifact retrieved, extracted, and here's another base runner for me.
Salvager awaiting orders.
But these railguns are no problem because my sand skimmers will take care of them.
Relay command.
I'm going for the central artifact with that one.
Approach to AO.
Oh dear, look, there's a lot of enemy units.
Command verified.
Yeah, and I haven't got much in the way. There's a base runner. There's a base runner. So I've got 2.
Enemy armor detected.
Got to capture it
Weapons away.
and then extract it. We've got to fill up that this circle
Railgun
to extract the artifact.
position set.
This one's ready for extraction, and the enemy's on it.
Enemy forces have retrieved an artifact.
Base runner unit lost.
That's not good. Why are the two artifact symbols on that guy?
Heavy railgun destroyed. Advance out. Combat alert. Enemy strike fighter overhead. Enemy forces engaging cruiser. Friendly unit destroyed. Hostile interceptor neutralized. Support.
What about my base runner?
Sand skimmer construction complete. Blast drone ready to deploy.
If I
Base runner
oh look, we've got a little blast drone. They are handy because it's something that can directly attack. He's about to pick up an artifact.
right there.
That's something. And here,
Artifact extraction in progress.
my opponent's got one artifact.
Hostile forces
Now
have
he's got
extracted
two.
an artifact.
So my opponent's way ahead.
Railgun taking enemy fire. Reading.
Now,
Verified.
this base runner and blast drone, they're gathering an artifact. It's actually at an angle, so you can stay on here and you're not visible to a lot of attacks. That's handy.
Sand skimmer lost.
But I can't let I shouldn't let the sand skimmers be destroyed like that by a unit that perfectly counters them. That's ridiculous. I've just lost 3 sand skimmers for nothing. And there's a sand...
Strike status positive.
What is that? That's a sand skimmer.
Charging array.
Right. There... Looks like I've got an artifact and he's hopefully safe.
Railgun complete.
Base runner taking hostile fire. Command verified. Support
The enemy are contesting this one. It looks like I've placed my smoke, but oh look, I've had to fall back.
Railgun now in service.
I've got some railguns.
Blast drone online.
There we go. Yeah, they're getting blasted when they come through there. A bit of carrier
danger.
defense turrets and then some
Artifact.
rail rounds.
Railgun destroyed.
Right, I've retrieved an artifact. That's what those pulse waves, energy waves are for.
Hostile armor destroyed.
Tell you that an artifact has
Enemy
been
forces have
retrieved.
an artifact. Sand skimmer construction complete.
Now the base runner is in a bad way. They don't heal themselves. The Gyalcian and Khaaneph, excuse me, Khaaneph base runners, they don't heal themselves. They're the only unit in these factions that don't. The enemy's got another artifact.
Hostile railgun detected.
Air units are very handy for destroying enemy artifacts when they capture them. You can send an airstrike and, you know, deal with it that way.
Base runner under fire.
He's been caught out.
Acknowledge.
Don't know what happened to his blast drone.
We need more CUs.
But I've got another base runner here. He's taking this artifact, and I've got this fairly well protected. He's got a blast drone, a couple of smaller units, a couple of sand skimmers, and I've got a couple of heavy railguns with it as well, so that should help. I've increased my resource gathering operation slightly,
Enemy inbound. Confirm visual.
producing railguns.
Combat alert. Strike control carriers under attack. Enemy armor detected. Eating new coordinates. Carrier ready. Railgun under attack. Sand skimmer taking enemy fire.
Blast drones
Unit
wasted. It did kill it, but it was a waste.
Sand skimmer destroyed. Ready to set.
He needs to get the artifact and get out of there before I lose this battle.
We have located an artifact.
Heavy railgun lost. To destination.
Located an artifact. There we go. And the enemy... Oh, the enemy have got 3 to my 1 now, so this isn't going well. My heavy railgun's under fire from standard enemy railguns, and now they're attacking my resource gathering operation. So it really does divide your attention and your resources when you're having to fight for these artifacts. Got a couple of heavy railguns, but you know, they're in a bad way. I'm having to use my carrier to front it. But sand skimmers can destroy these railguns, thankfully, provided
Railgun destroyed. Salvager.
the aircraft don't destroy them. But yeah, the 3 sand skimmers will counter those railguns. It looks like the enemy are targeting my resource gatherers.
Sand skimmer now in service.
And that's the only anti-aircraft defense I've got, my production cruiser.
Enemy interceptor destroyed.
Looks like I got one.
Sand skimmer construction complete.
Shouldn't have hung around that long, should he? Looks like he hit the ground quite hard as well.
We have located an artifact.
Right, I've got an artifact there.
Construction complete. Fleet has reached
I'm at 1, my opponent's at 3 still. And the opponent's brought up a battle cruiser.
Carrier missile silos offline.
He's got a base runner as well. I don't know why. Oh look, we're under fire from the battle cruiser. I don't know why the enemy isn't taking this artifact with this base runner, because they could take that.
Course met.
It looks like they're going for the one that's ready for extraction, when they shouldn't do that. They should take this one and then get that one as well. I've got a second artifact. Here we go, look. That's a bit nice bit of work. You see the wrecks of my base runners. He's got to pass the wrecks of his former comrades.
Railgun engaging enemy units. Heavy railgun destroyed.
Yeah, fighting back against these guys. It looks like I've dealt with most of them. But the battle cruiser, he's preserving that, which is wise, because the battle cruiser is powerful.
Weapons at maximum power. Enemy forces have retrieved an artifact.
The enemy 3 to 5. 3 to 2, sorry. Oh yeah, they've got another. That's what the warning was. They've retrieved another artifact, so that'll be 4 to 2 soon. They'll have double the advantage.
Artifact identified.
Combat alert. Enemy strike fighter overhead. Combat alert. Control carrier is taking enemy fire.
Carrier defensive weapons offline.
Combat alert. Enemy battle cruiser detected.
Carrier self-repair system now active.
Sand skimmer lost.
Carrier missile silos now online.
Enemy railgun within sensor range.
Carrier defensive weapons online. Sand skimmer now in service.
Base runner taking hostile fire. Enemy armor
My
detected.
carrier's taking a fair bit of damage.
Striking inbound.
Missile ship fabrication online.
I can build missile ships now because the enemy air force are having too much of an impact. So I've got anti-aircraft weaponry now, and I can build anti-aircraft vehicles. But there's the smoke trail from the base runner.
Destroyed.
For some reason, I turned out of the cover that it gave me.
Command verified.
We've got some railguns targeting the enemy battlecruiser. That's what we like to see. Those heavy railguns. Oh, look at the range. He's matched it. Wrecked that. There's another base runner. I'm going for that artifact. I've got to hurry up because my opponent's at 3, but hasn't he got one?
Sand skimmer destroyed.
I guess not. I thought they'd be at 4. Oh yeah, they will be. Look, there. That'll be the 4th artifact. So I'm in trouble.
Course marked. Advance on that position.
Yeah, I'm having to use my carrier missiles to destroy that. There you go, look, battle cruiser's down.
Secure another artifact.
There's the enemy artifact, number 4.
An artifact.
Hostile railgun neutralized.
Yeah, that's trashed them lot, look. Annihilated. Yeah, that carrier's cool. It's not a frontline fighter compared to some other carriers because its armor's not brilliant, but it's mainly a support carrier, like it would stay at artillery ranges because it uses its missiles and it uses its mobility support. But it's not the best for frontline combat because of its armor. You're best off staying at sort of standoff range and using your missiles. The best standard setting is with the mobility support until you're in combat, then switch to a more offensive power setting. But the mobility support works for your production cruisers as well. So when the energy waves are coming off the carrier that make your units move quicker, it comes from the production cruisers as well. So that can increase the speed of all your resource gathering operations. Yeah, the aircraft are determined to cut off my money supply. I'm building up a few sand skimmers over here though, look. I've got a small force and I'm hoping to cut off any more artifact gathering. If the enemy get any more, I'm hoping to stop it. But here's my, hopefully, third artifact. Now, I'm fairly safe from ground units because of the carrier, but I am concerned about air units, so I built this, look, missile ship. This will shoot down enemy air units quite effectively.
Enemy armor detected. Sand skimmer under attack.
I'm assuming I didn't get the upgrade for the missile ship. Radar guided missiles, yes, you have to, there you go, that upgrade there, you have to get that as soon as possible. It's only 150 and 85, but it should be considered part of the cost of the missile ship, because don't use it without it. It's extra range and all that, it just makes your missiles better, so you should always use that.
Combat alert. Control carrier.
Accuracy and range, so you have to have it. But I've got a base runner on its way back with an artifact there and one here, so I've got two artifacts, and there's a base runner about to retrieve this. So if all goes to plan and I can protect these guys, I'm going to win it, provided the enemy don't retrieve one as well. Well, if we look at units, have the enemy got a base runner? No. For some reason the enemy have no base runners, and I'm keeping these units busy, look, with sand skimmers, or one sand skimmer at least is keeping them busy, is veteran. Yeah, they're busy. So yeah, the enemy have got up to 4 artifacts, they've done really well. But if I can get this base runner over there, and this base runner, and this one, it's game over and I've won. I've got a missile ship escorting them, so this is it. Hopefully I can finish it. Yeah, I don't think I got the radar guided missile upgrade, but here's 2, 1, 2, and the third one is there. So the enemy are even with me, and I'm dropping smoke, look, just in case something decides to attack out of nowhere, like aircraft or something, I can hide. But it's got a missile ship protecting it now, but the enemy have moved over this far with their resource gathering, so they've got 1, 2, 3 resource gathering sites. Yeah, so they've probably had a far better income. There you go. That's the 5th one. I've just there's the energy waves showing the 5th extraction, and that's an example of artifact sort of battle. It's like capture the flag, basically, because capture the flag, you take an object and retrieve it back to your scoring zone, whereas with this, you capture this object and take it back to your extraction zone. It is similar to capture the flag, because you take an object and retrieve it for a point, and you have to stop the enemy doing the same while capturing them yourself. So it's an extra drain on resources and units and stuff, like I say, because right from the start you have to contest these artifacts immediately. So you've got to protect them and your resource gathering operation. You don't have a lot of scope for offensives. And if you do, it's probably a small raid on their eco, but it'd leave you more vulnerable for the artifact gathering, because it's the first thing both sides are going to do is send their base runner for an artifact and hopefully protect it on the way. So it's very difficult. Like I say, the enemy got 4 there, and they didn't really, it wasn't that difficult for them. I was lucky they didn't have another base runner or 2. because it would have been extra pressure on me. I would have had to have stopped them, and it may even have finished me off and ended the game. I was lucky to even get missile ships. There's one here, look, and one over there. So I do have some air defense, and this will protect itself. The production cruiser, although not very well. Those fighters, like interceptors and strike fighters, they are lethal, very fast, and when they're upgraded, they're very lethal. But yeah, there you go. I'm even on another artifact here, just in case that one of those artifacts was destroyed on the way back, or the base runner, I should say. So always make sure you've got a backup plan and that. But like I was saying in a previous video, the artifact aspect of the game is another win condition, so it's more of a challenge. It divides your attention and resources, and right from the start there's combat and action, so it does change this game quite a bit. Deserts of Kharak, the base runner and production and support cruisers, they are an interesting aspect of the game anyway, but when your base runner is also working on the artifacts, it adds a whole new level to the game, a whole other aspect to another win condition and another demand on your skills. So yeah, I enjoyed that. It was good, very different, and I think I'll include artifacts in all, if not most, of my games in future of Deserts of Kharak. I quite liked that. So I hope my viewers enjoyed it. It was 23 odd minutes according to that. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and until next time, take care all, and see you soon.